I'm renovating a town in West Texas called Cornudas, and it's concrete day. And to give you all an update on what we've done so far with this town.
We don't have to wheelbarrow as far and make a mess.
I'm with Brian on this one. I don't like going over. We
Good.
got like
So you're with me.
little Brian. Well, big Brian, young Brian.
Younger.
The better Brian.
What are you guys trying to figure out?
How we're trying to figure out how we want to back this trailer in, because we got this. I don't want to go over this freaking.
We're not gonna go over. We're gonna go
racetrack.
between it.
That's over it. It's a box right here. It goes to like right here. It's a whole thing on the ground.
This is
Here's the thing.
what happens when you get his dad and my dad out here working. It's a shit show.
That's what I was planning on doing, but
Nope, not happening.
he doesn't want to, and that's fine. It's his place.
Well, let's have a look here. We got the concrete ready. We have a nice fresh concrete pad prep, and our old water tank used to be right here. We hauled that off yesterday. It's right there sitting on the side. We can go have a look at that after, but it's had holes in it, so we prepped a new concrete pad. I got a new water tank coming in a week. So 1 week while we're fresh new tank, we got a whole brand new pad. This used to be railroad tie wood, and so we're doing it once and doing it right.
They charge you a 4 yard minimum on a short load.
How much a yard? How many yards is this?
This is 3, so you get charged an extra yard, and then you've got mileage fees and everything else. But in town, you don't. It's basically free delivery. They just hit you with the short load, so you pay $150 extra for a short load, because whether they're bringing out 8 yards or 1 yard, they still got to clean their mixers and everything else. So.
We need plenty of water for this concrete, so we're gonna have 2 hoses running.
That's 1 down, huh?
Sir?
1 down.
And 120 to go.
You guys picked a pretty good day, huh?
Yeah.
You guys picked a nice day for concrete work.
Cloudy. It get too hot out here. You know how it is. This 110 stuff don't get it.
Yeah.
We were able to get a bunch of awesome rustic furniture in here If y'all remember, this was just completely empty when I got it. Got TV, we went with a nice teal, turquoise and southwestern color theme. Got a nice mattress in here. We got like $5,000 worth of mattresses on this property now. So I've actually rented this thing out twice now for $125 per night. This is our Airbnb short-term rental, just one of them for the property. And this is called the Blue House. I made it a blue theme. Everything's turquoise, blue. So, got new cups, plates, mats. So it's kind of theming the property, southwestern theme, different colors, trying to make unique stays for people. This was in pretty good condition to begin with. Really all it needed was furniture, some cleaning. The one thing we are missing is air conditioning and heat. We have this wall conditioner, air conditioner right here, which is, it's a pretty good unit. Right now it's probably 70 degrees in here, so it does a good job, but we got a mini split, 18,000 BTU mini split system coming in here that'll go on the back wall, so it'll heat and cool. It can handle 100 degrees in the summer, or when it gets down to freezing during the winter. One thing that does still need some work is this backyard. I can't remember what we did. Oh, we took out a tree right here, and then this fence fell over, but really what we want to do is build this fence out bigger, cover all this up, and do like a nice outdoor fire pit area. Who knows, maybe one day a hot tub back here or something crazy for folks to come out and say. See, look, Guadalupe Mountain National Park is actually right out there in the distance, so it's a really good view. Our kitchen is empty right now because we moved everything out to prep remodeling. We're taking off all of this siding. As you can see, the drywall is just crumbling, and so what would happen up here, you see that? The drywall would fall, our food would be here, and that's obviously not good. There's water damage, drywall crumbling, the wall plates weren't on, these are all corroded, they need to be replaced, and so we moved everything out, got rid of this old sink here because it was worthless, and our grease trap drain line was actually clogged up with entire cakes full of grease. Just sinks wouldn't drain, it was a whole mess. So the only thing that's up in here, fryers and the grill, which are actually, you know, it's very clean, as you can see. Like, these are ready to be used. We're just going to cover them up and demo this whole thing, and then we should be ready to start getting into operation. Honestly, we're gonna just redo the ceiling, redo the siding. I think this thing is ready to go. We got a big fridge here. Sink works great. Really, we just need to get up to code with the electrical and the wall and siding. That's gonna be a huge project. As you can see, fiberglass insulation. We're gonna need to be careful with this. We're gonna have to get some masks and block off the cafe and ventilate it out the windows. It's gonna be a fun time. Yeah, let's do motel and gas. We were doing probably 2 or 3 gas sales per week, if that. And I had this brainstorm. I was like, let's go put this sign, which was destroyed. We just nailed it together, put it back together, and I just taped or painted gas on it on both sides. And since we've done this, we've gotten almost a sale per day. Some weeks actually we have over 7 sales. So we're running, I think, like a sale of gas per day. Every gas sale, I make $6.50 per gallon. We try to sell minimum of 5 gallons. Here's our gas pump. I'm making like $35 per sale. So if we do one of those per day times 365, if we did 365 sales per year at $35 of profit, that's over $10,000 in profit just from gas. I think that's more than doable. We may even get over $20,000 a year in gas. That's profit. We bring it out from a nearby city, and it costs, right now, gas prices are going up. Right now it's costing like $3.50 per gallon to get it out here, and then I sell it for $10. Just emergency gas. Like, oh, why is the gas so much? A lot of people complain, but it's like, yo, if you don't get gas here, you got 60 miles that way, 70 miles that way. If you get stuck on the side of the road, you're talking probably 5 hours wait and $250 to get gas brought out to you. So you can pay me $50, or you can wait 5 hours down the road and pay $250. And so It's a unique business model. I understand why people complain. Some are like, can I only get 1 or 2 gallons? Like, it's not worth my time to pump that. So sometimes we'll sell them 3, but we try to sell them 5. That way we make money, we provide them a service. That's really a win-win for everybody. I made these yesterday because we're watering these trees. We want it to hold water and to pool up and not just spill all over. So imagine being out here in the 105-degree sun just with the shovel, and our weed whip wasn't working, so I was out here just chopping all these things down. But these trees they're starting to green up, so that's good. Unless this one that he put the new door on, it's locked. Fail. Here we go. Back to the house, grab the keys, come back to the motel. Another 5-10 minutes of time. At least I'm getting my steps in though. This was the water tank that we moved out, and we're pouring the concrete pad in preparation for the new tank. But look right here, you can actually see a hole in the tank. I stick my finger in there. So one day because we haul water out from El Paso, one day we hauled out 3,000 gallons of water and filled up the tank, and we're cleaning dishes and everything. And we woke up the next morning and we're like trying to turn on the sink, and there's no water. And we're like, okay, we're running around, and the last thing we checked, we're like, well, let's go check the water tank to see if it has water. And we look in it, it was literally bone dry. And so we're like, you know, shit, is there a leak? We didn't believe there was a leak. We're like checking valves and all this stuff. And eventually we came to the conclusion, we drained the tank, we vacuumed the bottom, and we saw the holes. And then we got it off the railroad ties, so you can still see some of the old wood it was sitting on. And then when we actually flipped it over, we started to see the holes in it. So I think it's a relatively old tank. It's like 30 years old, but what they really did is they made a mistake of putting this tar on it. They didn't secure the bottom correctly, and then it just ate through the steel. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Maybe advertise on it. It's got some green chilies on it. Maybe turn it into a sign. Concrete pad plus delivery plus offloading. A crane's coming to offload it. It's like a $35,000 thing right there. Father-son combo right here. I'm rebranding the cafe to the Jazz Cafe. So what we did is we painted over the old Maze Cafe and the roof. Right now it's just white. I'm gonna come in with bright red letters, J-A-Z-C-A-F-E, the Jazz Cafe. We're gonna open, new menu, new management. We need new doors because these things suck. I wanted to check out Jeff's, my handyman's bed job he did. He put these 2 across every bed so that we could just put a board and a mattress, so that looks good. The rooms are all clean. They're ready for mattresses, and we have one 6,000 BTU mini split system going in every room, and it'll just go right there along the wall, heat and cool the place. The windows were, and still are, a huge. There's over 50 of them that are cracked, and we still need to replace just about all of those, but I put my dad to work, and he was in here scraping all these windows and cleaning them for me. That was like a 2-day job. It's ready to go, just about.
What about the rat problem? Is it gone?
Yeah, we don't have rats in here anymore for the most part. I mean, this is the desert, so things do happen, but I actually pay a pest control service every month. And we probably need to get some more traps in here around this place, but we have a rat that's a mouse that's in the main house, and he hangs out with us. It's like, that stuff is gonna happen. With the motel, we're starting with 2 rooms at a time. 5 and 6 will be open, fully up and running, and then as people rent them out, we're gonna scale it up, and the goal is eventually to have all of these rooms operational, rented out. There's 6 rooms. I'm aiming $75 a night, Each room has 2 twin mattresses. So, you know, $75 a night. They're gonna have, we need to put the digital key codes on every door, replace the doors, so people just, boom, they book a room, get a digital code, they come and go as they please, they check out, their code expires at whatever, noon the next day. But every room, you know, even if we could do, I don't know, even 50%, even 30% occupancy, it'll be a good income generating little property here. And we need to repaint it. This is gonna, see, Jeff replaced all these windows and my dad came in here and scraped. When they painted, they just slopped paint and it just got all over the windows, and so we had to scrape it off. But this will be a bright red, this will be a turquoise, a little bit of different green color. It needs to be painted, as you can see, but it's ready to rent out as is. These are minor things, but I would like to repaint this a nice bright. This is a 300-gallon tank, and we've actually been making a decent amount of gas sales recently, so I made this gauge stick based on the diameter and circumference of the tank. So that's 150 gallons. It's down in there. So we just had it delivered. You can see, I'll bring it down. We're doing pretty good on gas, actually. There's where it came to. That is 100. So we got about 130 gallons left in there. That'll last us, if we do 1 per day, 150 gallons is technically 26 sales. 130 gallons, 26 sales, right? So if we did 1 per day, it'll last us another month, call it. Then we'll get more gas out here and delivered. Pretty soon I'm only getting it delivered 150 at a time. Pretty soon I'm gonna have to have them fill it all the way up to 300 gallons at a time if we continue selling gas like we are. Kind of hard to keep it clean, but we have a water softener that we need to put in. We took out all sorts of cobwebs and spider eggs, and there's a couple of black widows that were in here, and patched up the roof, even though it's still awful, this light work. And one day I would like to really get this thing insulated and built out, but for now it makes do. We have a little combo lock on it. When we first bought this property, this thing was in shambles, and one good thing you need in an operation like this is a storage shed. We're able to hang everything along the walls. We brought in some workbenches, all nice and organized for the most part, as much as it can be. And we have our pest control and weed control, all of our screws. We have a plumbing section over here with PVC fittings and copper. And then kind of over here is just our miscellaneous. We got appliances and more heavy duty equipment. We just got done pouring our huge concrete pad here. Whenever you pour concrete, you always need to put initials or something in it. So I'm putting Jazz, J-A-Z, for my companies. And that way, hopefully this pad is around for 100 years and everyone can see the work that we've done. Boom. Clean that up a little bit. There it is, Jazz. All right, got it.